We are here for our third reaction video. The first two we did were Porter Robinson, Nurture and Worlds. So now we're going to his kind of spiritual brother, Madeon. Do you know anything about Madeon at all?
Zero.
Zero? Okay. So in 2015, I believe it was, he created an album named Adventure. And it was a pretty popular electronic album. He had a bunch of guest vocalists that were huge. And then in 2016, he released a song with Porter Robinson named Shelter, which, guys, we will get to. We'll get to it. Okay, we have to get to it. And this song was like pretty revolutionary. It's Madeon and Porter Robinson's biggest hit ever by far. And after they worked together on that song, Madeon took 3 years to kind of replicate the sound, and he made this album called Good Faith. And then in a kind of odd way, Good Faith inspired Nurture with its kind of spiritual lyrics and stuff, and kind of the soul sample sound. So kind of like in hip hop, there's a lot of soul samples in this, but it's mixed with the electronic elements. So I'm hoping you like it. It's only 35 minutes long.
Oh wow.
What are you looking to, or what are you hoping for in this album? Do you have any expectations?
Well, on a personal level, I'm hoping to connect with it on a level that helps me connect with you and understand you and the music that's important to you. I enjoyed Porter Robinson's music and felt there was a lot of poetry in the lyrics, and the songs were very deep and meaningful, and so I'm hoping that I'll find the same with Madeon.
Alright, sweet. Our first song is named Dream, Dream, Dream. So here we go.
Questions than answers.
Okay, sweet. I can try to answer stuff. I'll try my best.
So what is being said in the chorus?
What, the, oh, you mean
like the whole intro
the
and then
chops?
in between? Yes.
Yeah, they, throughout almost every song on here, he took, like, soul songs and chopped them up, and so we don't really know. It's kind of...
It almost sounded like memory, so I wasn't sure if that's what he was saying or not, but then it sounded like he was spelling something also, so I wasn't sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
I've never, I might have to listen for the word memory. That's kind of cool.
I could be way off.
But yeah, I don't know what they're saying. It's just random chopped.
Scrolling through the lyrics here. Is this, do you feel, a spiritual song? Like, is this about God?
A tiny bit.
Okay, because words like adore, you find that in scripture. Finally recovered. But then your heart can heal the pain. You don't usually hear people refer to God's heart, although God is love. So I wasn't sure. You just said it had spiritual undertones. I feel the weight of my dreams. So when I think about feeling weight, I feel like burdened, but the rest of the context makes it feel like this isn't a burden of dreams. So is it, do you feel it's just a lot of dreams? Because, you know, before that part it says, what you've been through, let it go, which is light. Your heart can heal the pain, but then I feel the weight of my dreams repeated because I got you to adore, which is positive as well. Yeah. So I don't think it's like a burden kind of weight, but that's an interesting word choice to me. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so originally when I heard this song, I didn't listen with lyrics. I always thought he said, I feel awake in my dreams, which is a completely different feeling. But yeah, I don't know. I think part of where that lyric's coming from, there's no like, unlike with Nurture and Worlds where there's like genius annotations where people are like trying to see what the words mean, there isn't many for Good Faith. But this did come like right after Shelter with Porter Robinson, his biggest song ever. And so maybe he's like, I want to make this album really good. And so he feels kind of that weight, but he has someone in his life, or he has God, I'm not sure, where he's like, doesn't really matter, like, about my dreams. I need to, be confident. And so that's kind of what I got from that.
Interesting. Well, I liked it. I liked
awesome.
the musicality, I guess.
All right. Second track, All My Friends. Let's go.
All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. Tell me what's going on, can you take me there before the morning comes? Can you make me care? 'Cause all my friends, they know they're making messes out of silence. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. Come on, just try to get out of the fever. Life will never be the same, I'm a believer. Right. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking.
That was All My Friends.
Loved the sound of it. I
Awesome.
need to go back and look at the words again. So I went back and looked because the beginning made me think it was about one thing, and then by the end I'm like, I don't think it's about that anymore. Let me go back and look and see what made me think that. So all my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. Let me fade into flashing lights. Yeah, I've been working overtime. That made me feel like he's go, work, and just needs, like, I don't know, when I think of flashing lights, I just think of, like, a night out, just carefree. Save me from the madness, just the chaos, the go.
Right.
But then it was a lot more of we're all the same, born to the same sunrise, don't call us another name, like we're all the same. And then all my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. I started to feel near the end, as he repeated it, a little more like, oh, they're worried and they're talking. They're watching him and they're worried and they're talking.
Okay.
Because he's been making messes and they're just kind of, I don't know, keeping an eye on him, and I don't know. That was kind of the like roller coaster of meanings that I went through as I listened.
Awesome. Yeah, I've never even thought about the madness lyric, because that kind of changes my perspective on the song too, because I always thought it was just his friends were talking about his whole music, he's working overtime to make this album, but yeah, somebody save me from the madness. I wouldn't picture like the artistic process of making something you love.
When you're like that critical of yourself and you want it to be a certain way and have a certain sound, and I'm sure that can become an obsession. You know, you hear of a lot of artists who kind of, like, painty artists, not necessarily musical artists, that kind of go crazy. So I think there's probably a madness to creative genius that I don't know anything about.
The next 3 tracks are complicated. They all blend together. They're like one unit. So, well, I kind of want to just listen all the way through all 3 of them. 2 of them, like one of them's instrumental, and 2 of them I feel like you could break down a lot.
Okay.
So, I think I'll pause before each song ends, and then we'll listen to the transitions.
Okay.
So.
Can't believe my eyes. I will be fine. They can tell me that I might. I will be fine. They can tell me that I might. No. No. Can I make this smile? I'm still coming into my
Be fine.
You do want to talk about that one before?
Yes,
okay.
I paused it.
What was interesting to me about that one is I couldn't tell if he's saying I will be fine trying to convince someone else or trying to convince himself.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of my takeaway. But it's very positive, and I like, this is the second, maybe third, I can't remember for sure, about the sun. And there's just such positivity in the sun. You can count on to rise again the next day, and that's kind of the overall feel of the song. Is even if I'm knocked down, I'm gonna rise. I'm gonna be fine. So I just thought it was very positive, but almost like maybe he's convincing himself.
Next is Nirvana, not the band.
No.
No, this is very different.
They're from my day.
Yes. We'll do Nirvana into Mania. I'll just leave it playing.
Okay.
Only there, you may find it hard to breathe.
I'm very intrigued by Nirvana.
Yeah?
Because the word Nirvana makes you think of like peaceful utopia, at least it does me, where you would not anticipate finding it hard to breathe in utopia or somebody saying, shut up.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of intrigued why it's called Nirvana.
Yeah. A few thoughts on this, because I did actually, I listened to this album like twice again before we decided to listen to it. First of all, Music's Match. I'm going to gripe with you guys again, okay? These random freaking chops are not real lyrics. Come on now. Alright, so after rewatching this part of the video, I decided to go to Genius to see what they thought of this part. On Music's Match, it says, breath, oh, breath, oh, breath. On Genius, it says, rise up, rise up, rise up. I think rise up makes a little more sense in the song. So, Music's Match is taking another L on this one.
It did
breath,
sound like
oh,
you
breath.
were saying
No, no, no,
breath,
no, no.
oh, breath, oh, breath. Yeah.
No, that's silly.
What about the shut up? Do you think you really said shut up?
Shut up.
I was really trying to hear it. I was like, oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't hear it.
I didn't feel like that matched either. Okay, so these lyrics are just someone's thought on the lyrics.
I think the lyrics in the song are extremely simple. It's just that core, only there you'll find it hard to breathe, which the only way I can think how that relates to Nirvana is maybe the feeling is so ecstatic. You're like, sometimes, like, when I'm about to accomplish something I've been waiting for forever, like, your heart starts racing, it's hard to breathe. But, I mean, other than that, yeah, that's what I got from Nirvana.
It was a pretty song.
Yeah. And then Mania comes in right after. It's like the crazy tom drum hits, and it's like, kind of breaks that down.
So with the name Mania, I think I was surprised at how clean it really was. It's not manic feeling. It feels a little more,
right,
I don't know, smooth than Mania, how I would interpret it.
I've been trying to be every man you saw in me, but in my eyes I just flicker out and blur like ghosts. I wish I'd stay the night, but I've got to go to America. This could take a while, so I'll come.
Can you show me a miracle? Can you show me a miracle? Can you show me a miracle?
I really liked that soulful ending, and it sounded like vinyl. You could hear like the crackle of vinyl.
Yeah, it's very cool. Oh yeah, he's from France.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I have no idea what this is about. Is he like an alien? Knowing he's from France, coming to America, wishes he could stay, but needs to go, wants to be shown a miracle. My initial thought is he's seeking a dream, following a calling, if you will, and hoping to be the man that somebody who admires him sees him to be. But at the same time, he can't be held back by being what someone else needs. He's following his own destiny and hoping for a miracle in his own life.
Yeah.
It's kind of my thoughts on it.
It's a pretty good interpretation. I agree.
So the plural we and us. Initially, I thought he was talking about someone kind of trying to talk him out of seeking his dreams. But the we and the us, plural, made me start to feel like it was almost an older generation talking to a younger generation. And just as I started to have that thought, the No Fear No More had the kids in it that kind of, I don't know, reinforced that idea that I was having, that it's an older generation or an older voice saying, seek what's safe, you know, don't chase after your dreams. But I'm not going to be afraid. I'm going to do this. I know you don't hear me. You don't hear my arguments. We're not listened to, but you're not going to stop me.
Yeah, I agree. Those it's the same thing with on Kanye West's "We Don't Care." Whenever kid vocals come in, like just all happy, I just like they're so good.
Hold me just because we're alone together. There's nothing left of me at all, just a memory you can recall. I was only a child when I fell for you.
À créer un truc, quoi.
Before you even ask, I'm gonna look up what the French means. What'd you think of that song?
That was not a love song, that was a breakup song.
Maybe not a breakup song.
No, it's a breakup song. They're already broken up.
Well, yeah.
But they're together. He's been hurting, broken up, hoping that he'll kind of get over it. But he's not getting over it.
Okay, the French means you encouraged me to create something. So maybe this album? This song? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I've just interpreted
Like
this
I'm
song.
gonna just be a memory.
Yeah.
Hold me one last time so I can let you go. It's a breakup song.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's just a different personal. This stupid dog. Well, shut up, man. Completely lost.
You were saying you didn't think it was.
Well, okay. It could be a breakup song, or it could be like the conflict of loving someone who doesn't love you. Where like they kind of, the way I always viewed it was like falling for someone as a child, and you love them, or the idea of being with them growing up, and you just want to be held by them, maybe even just once or a last time, because, you know, and like trying to get over it, but you just can't get over that feeling that you've had since being a child. I don't know, maybe
It could be that too.
Yeah, maybe
But
that's
either
just-
way, it's this unrequited love kind of
Yes.
feeling.
Yeah.
I could be wasting away by myself. We're together and just hold me. He's longing for that connection so desperately, and like just hold me one last time so I can get over this. It's beautiful. I really liked it.
It's a very bittersweet song. However, the reason I was hesitant to call this a breakup song is because the next song I think is definitely a breakup song. There's no doubt in my mind. Next song is Heavy with Hoping.
How can I explain? Can you imagine it? Trying my best
trying to find happiness, heavy with hoping that you know it, that you feel the way I do. Show me you're broken, 'cause I'm frozen, 'cause I'm still in love with you. Heavy with hoping you love me if I let you go. We end in tragedy. How would you know how to get back to me? Even though I broke your heart and you're all those miles away, won't you tell me you forgive me? Won't you bring me home to stay? Hoping that you know it, that you feel the way I do. Show me you're broken, 'cause I'm frozen, 'cause I'm still in love with you. Heavy with hoping you love
Heavy with Hoping, what'd you think?
I really liked that song. The lyrics are so meaningful.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had relationships that, end and I just can feel what he's describing of, oh no, this ended and I want it back, but I don't know if you do or not. And I like he said, if I had a home anywhere, it's in your heartbeat, and then asks to come home again.
Oh, yeah.
Won't you bring me home to stay? Like, home is in her
The
heartbeat.
yeah.
It made me think of the person he left to come to America. Like, he
Yeah.
wants to go home.
That reminded me, where was it? Even though I broke your
yeah,
heart and you're all those miles
away.
This is
Yeah.
definitely the person he left
Yeah.
to chase his dreams.
And just hoping that he's realized that ending this part is a big mistake.
Yeah.
But I love that shoot me down before I break in and tell the truth, because the more he's talking, the more vulnerable he's becoming, and it's so much harder when you like become raw and bleed all over somebody and then they reject you.
Yeah.
Like if I'm so heavy with hoping, but stop me if you aren't gonna feel the same way.
Yeah.
I really like that song a lot.
Heavy with Hoping is amazing. It's probably my favorite. It's between that and Miracle. It's like, yeah, that song is very, very emotional. I think that was kind of the core of what made Nurture so good. So, well,
I hope she took him back.
yeah, we're not, I don't know, maybe, hopefully.
light from dark, climb out the sea, came from the sky, but you
seems to me to be about offspring.
Mm-hmm.
At first I was confused by the keep us alive up above, but then I thought about how, you know, once people have died, very quickly the generations don't know them anymore.
Yeah.
And we want to keep them alive by telling stories about them while they're, you know, gone up above. I liked it. It's pretty. And I think that that line, with the interpretation of it being like a son, the lyrics are so simple, but it was very intentional to include that in there. I won't make a plan for who you'll be. And that's a theme in other songs on this album. Just this, I'm chasing my dreams and I'm not going to let anybody stop me. And that's so important to him, that that's the promise he's making to his child.
Right.
You'll be named after me. You'll be a part of me and keep me alive after I'm gone, and I'll never really be gone. And also, I'm going to let you be who you want to be. I think it's very purposeful that he included that line in there because that's so important to him.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite, I would say, is Heavy with Hoping.
Yeah.
I really liked that. No Fear No More, I liked a lot. And then probably Be Fine. Those would be three that stand out to me as
awesome.
being more. And this album, compared to Porter, is closer to the type of music I listen to. So it was a little easier to sink back into and listen and enjoy, because it is more similar to my own style. But I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. I'm not exactly sure what we'll listen to next. I know my brothers, they've been on this, you know, parade. They're like protesting. They're like, we want to see _'s Fishmonger next. Which we might do. It's a very sudden jump in another direction, and I also feel like they love like 4 songs from it, and they're like, we need to listen to these 4 songs. It's, in my opinion, it's not as cohesive as an album as Good Faith or Worlds or Nurture. These have been top 5 albums for me. This is, you know. So we'll see if we do Fishmonger next. We might do Shelter, because that was the song they made together.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, I'll have a community post up. You guys can vote on that. Yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next reaction video. You will be here. Just you wait. You'll be here. All right.